Brandon, and welcome to Audio Addiction. We have the front man from In Dying Arms, and you can obviously say what you do and your name.
How's it going, man? Orion Stevens, and I am the vocalist of In Dying Arms.
All right, so my first question is how'd you guys start out? How'd you find your members? Did you like go on Craigslist? Do you have mutual friends? Basically, how does the story go?
Well, it was a long process. I mean, at first it was easy. We started back in high school, back in 2000 motherfucking six, and we were all teenagers, and I actually got a lot of these members from past bands I was in. They were all shitty. We got together and started just playing shows immediately because we played before, so it was just kind of for fun. But as time went on, we eventually let some people go, and we got way more serious. And a lot of people aren't even worth mentioning because it's so long ago. But Alvin and Terrence, my bassist and drummer, have been in the band since 2007 and 8. John has been in the band since 2010, and we got our new guy 2 years ago. He was a fill-in for our last guitarist. He filled the spot perfectly, and the last guy had just stuff going on at home and everything, so we mutually parted ways. So that's how the lineup came to be. It was pretty smooth, honestly.
Nice. That's always an interesting. I always like when, I hear about bands and where they come from and how they got the members and all that stuff. So that's interesting. So my next question would be, what are some of your musical influences?
Me personally, I grew up, when I was like 10 or 11, getting into like hard rock and metal, and I am a huge fan of like Slipknot, Korn, the Deftones, Linkin Park, and things like that. They've always influenced me, and they influence me today. Getting into the more metalcore stuff, As I Lay Dying and Killswitch Engage were a big thing, and it all kind of branched out from there. Honestly, I get influenced from all types of artists. I listen to a lot of pop music. R&B is my number one. I love Drake. I love everything in between. Everything in between, I can find something to be influenced by. So I'm that guy.
I mean, it's cool, definitely, because, like, I saw you guys, like I said before we started the interview, I saw you guys out in Reading, PA at the Reverb, and I was like, I would never expect you guys, or at least I would never expect you to be listening to, like, R&B and stuff, so, especially Drake, so I was definitely surprised at hearing that now, so, I mean, me, myself, I try to be like you in the sense that I like listening to pretty much everything. I don't stipulate between bands, so I like that again, you don't take, certain bands and you're like, "Oh, well, I don't listen to metal." So I mean, I listen to metal, so like I don't like Drake or I don't like whatever. I think, you can always take influences from anybody.
Yeah, man. There's too many metalheads out here who just wanna be metal 100% and fuck everything else, and fuck country, fuck rap, fuck this, fuck that. But, I'm that guy who's like, yeah, I mean, these are artists putting their hearts into the same thing that we're trying to do. I can't hate on that, and it's actually pretty good, so I have no shame.
Of course, I totally get you on that. My next question would be, what have been some bands you've been jamming more recently?
Recently, that's a really good one. Honestly, I've been jamming a lot of XM radio and listening to what's coming out now, kind of, sort of. They play some old and new stuff. I'm really into that new Siler. Their two new singles are great. Their album just came out today. I need to check that out. I always go back to the old stuff. I always jam my top 5 favorite bands, like the ones I named from before. But recently, hasn't been anything really standing out. It's been a lot of old stuff, to be honest with you.
Hey, you can't go wrong with the classics, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not, man. I mean, they hold a place in my heart.
Of course, of course. So my next question is a bit of a fun one. What if you had to pick a song to cover with the band? What would it be?
Like any song?
Any song. It could be old, new, whatever.
Um, that is quite the question. Uh, if I was gonna pull something off and like do a fucking badass, I would do some fucking MJ.
Ooh.
Do beat it. And
I,
I think a metal band doing beat it and doing it right would be fucking killer.
oh yeah, totally. I would totally agree with that. That would be, especially you guys being real heavy. I'd like to see your take on that. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be a really cool cover. Besides that, I want to cover one of the bands I grew up on. Maybe cover a song or some Linkin Park. Why
Ooh,
not?
yeah, some Linkin Park. I could get down with that for sure.
Yeah, dude.
My next question is another fun one. What is your favorite food to eat?
My favorite food to eat is definitely chicken Alfredo with broccoli.
Ooh, I like that choice.
I don't know why, but that is my favorite thing to eat. It's not good for you at all, but it it tastes so good. Every time I go to a restaurant, I look for their chicken Alfredo, and if they don't have it, I'm very upset.
You call the waiter over, you're like, bro, why don't you got that chicken broccoli Alfredo? Like that's what I'm looking for here. And he's just like, sorry, man. It's just like
Yeah, like I'm offering them for me to go back there and make it for myself.
and only for me. That's all all I want is that chicken broccoli Alfredo. I don't feel like I'm asking for a lot.
100%, man. I mean, to be honest, it's usually everywhere. Like, chicken Alfredo is almost everywhere. They got Applebee's, Olive Garden, you name it. They always have some type of chicken Alfredo thing. So I like to try it from everywhere I go just to see who has the best.
I like that. I like that. Especially when you're on tour and doing stuff. That's cool. My
Oh
next
yeah,
what were
on
you gonna
tour
say?
it's cheaper. On tour we're eating a lot cheaper. We're trying to the most expensive stuff we'll go to. We'll have a splurge day here or there, but usually, it's fucking Taco Bell and places like that.
Like fast food, of course.
But yeah, I mean it's fast and everyone's broke as fuck, so yeah, no choice.
I mean, do you get sick of eating fast food? Is that the question?
Absolutely not.
Oh, nice. All right.
You got to mix it up. I mean, we hate going to McDonald's. We try not to go to McDonald's,
Nice. Okay.
but sometimes we'll go there once in a while. And I am a fan of their fillet of fish. That's cool. But we try to not go there. We'll go to a Checkers or we'll go to Taco Bell. We'll go to a Wendy's, Arby's. We try and mix it up to keep it exciting, or fuck it, we'll go to fucking Subway.
Yeah, totally. Ironically enough, you mentioned Checkers. I had that like I don't know, like probably a week or two back. I'd never had Checkers before, but it was actually pretty good, so I'm not gonna lie.
Checkers, Checkers is one of my favorite fast food joints. I don't know, man. Like the flavor is definitely there.
Totally, totally. And those fries are like monstrous, man. They're so good.
Makes me want to like I'm about to die when I eat these fries. So ridiculous.
You're like, oh man, I'm gonna have like a cardiac arrest, but like, at least I'm eating Checkers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So hold on, one time I forgot where we went. This was years ago. Like I think we went to Checkers, and then like my bass player had to go to the hospital that day.
What? That's crazy.
We weren't on tour, but it was like we were hanging out after band practice or something, and yeah.
That's nuts. That's actually crazy. I never heard that on the many times I've recorded bands. So that's definitely a first for me to hear. And just I that's crazy because like usually like for like if I go to a show, local show or something like that, I'll be like, yo, we gotta get something to eat on the way home. And like since I'm from Jersey, we always gotta stop at Wawa. That's like that's like king around here. So if that's not true, like we'll try something different. So we had like Checkers one night, and I was like, dude, I'm glad there's not a Checkers like remotely close to me, or I'd be going to that shit every day.
Oh man, there's a Checkers across the street from my old house. I went there too much.
I mean, maybe in Dying Arms, like checkers, like collaboration in the future.
Then you make the in dying arms burger. You eat this shit, and you're gonna go to the hospital like Terrence, my base pay.
That's great. All right, so my next question would be if you could play another musical instrument, what would it be and why?
I'd play the drums.
Nice. I like that choice.
Why though? Because the I mean, drummers are the backbone to the band. They keep the beat. They have, the most. I guess they're the most versatile to be spontaneous and like do extra things and not really throw people off. Because if you're a good drummer and you're keeping the beat, you can do crazy fills that aren't even the song and still bring it back and like it's fucking cool. You can do that on the guitar. Maybe sometimes you'll throw in an extra lick, but you can't just completely change keys and do too much more. You know what I'm saying?
Totally, totally. I like that choice. I like that you put a little bit, you were thinking about it a little bit. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't really, I know totally, I totally get you on the whole point of being a backbone and stuff, but that's cool that, yeah, you're right. You can't, like, kind of switch it up if you're a drummer, but yeah, because, like, I play guitar, so, like, I totally get you on that whole thing about, like, drums. You can definitely be a little bit more creative.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's what I would pick because I play guitar and I sing in the band, but I've always wanted to play drums. I mean, I can keep a beat, but I'm not good, so I would love to learn.
Totally, totally. So I don't know how big of a video game fan you are, but my next question would be if you could be a video game character, who would it be?
All right, this is easily a tie between Cloud and Squall from Final Fantasy 7 and 8.
Ooh, I like that because somebody I interviewed earlier actually said Cloud from Final Fantasy 7 and everybody's like, "Yo, have you played the Final Fantasy games?" And I'm like, "Dude, that's like the one series that I really haven't gotten into, but I would certainly like to get into." But everybody's like, "Yo, you gotta play 7. Final Fantasy 7's where it's at?"
7 is where it's at. For some reason, it's a tie with me for 8 because I played 8 first, so that has a place in my heart too.
Of course, of course. I like your choice though. Cloud is quite the monster. I don't know if you play much Super Smash Brothers, but he's in the newest Super Smash Brothers, so
Yeah, I've heard. A lot of my members do play a lot of Smash. They're really fucking good, and they challenge people. Yeah, they challenge people on tour. We crash at people's houses, and they never fucking lose, man.
man, I'll have to show him what's good, you know what I'm saying?
They might show you what's good, man.
Maybe. I don't want to talk smack, so I might get crushed.
No, we can talk smack. We're gonna have a little a boxing promo. We can talk smack and switch it off. Yeah, we're gonna hype this up.
Next time in Dying Arms and Audio Addiction Me, it's gonna be a Super Smash Brothers competition.
Yeah, and I'll be on commentary.
Hey, nice. I like that. My next
Hell yeah.
question. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just saying hell yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So my next question would be, what has been some of your more memorable moments with the band so far?
Memorable moments. Honestly, just every single tour we get to go on and be out there with my best friends playing music. It's honestly those are the moments. There's nothing that tops each. We've had good moments in between, like we'll party really hard and we just meet so many awesome fans every other day. It's hard to pick one, man. It's just all one moment. Every tour is its own moment.
Totally. I totally get you on that. And for those of you who haven't met Orion, he's a great dude, super nice, very approachable. Obviously, we did this interview because, he was so cool about it. And, I hit him up on it about it and he was down to do it. So, thank you for being on. Definitely go check out their band. I also posted a photo of their newest album, Original Sin. So definitely go check that out if you haven't. But my next question is, in your opinion, who puts on a great live show? And it's a two-parter. What has been your most favorite show you've ever attended?
Okay, who puts on the best live show that I've seen?
Correct. Yes.
Um, That is a very good question. Wow. Let me think about that. Wow, who puts on the best live show? I mean, there are a ton of bands who just kill it that aren't even really notable that I've seen that kill it so well, but um, as far as playing huge shows and carrying the crowd, man, you got me there, dude. To be honest, I think you got me on that one.
I'll have to come back.
uh,
I'll have to come back to you on that one.
I mean, I will say this: Bring Me the Horizon is pretty fucking good live.
Ooh, okay. I like that choice.
Because I saw them with their Sempiternal album when they came, and it was fucking awesome. The entire crowd knew all the lyrics. They played for a while, and they kept the energy up, and they really kept the crowd entertained and involved throughout the entire show. And plus, the new stuff is amazing. I don't care what anyone has to say out there, but the evolution of that band is remarkable. It's awesome. They do a really good job. Their live show is great. There's a lot of other bands that are just up there, but in different ways, though. There are a lot of bands I see who have crazy stage presence. They're on point. I love watching stuff like that. But, I think all in all, Dream of the Horizon is the first one to come to mind.
Nice. I definitely like that choice. I hadn't had the chance to see them the last time they came around because it sold out in like 2 minutes to the like closest one that I was able to see them at. But I have heard good things. I definitely dug the new record. That's the Spirit. It's so crazy good. And I feel like they're one of those super massive bands. They're getting real big now. So and I think that's good for the scene and what it's doing and stuff like that because we definitely need a band like that. That's kind of like you know pushing out like that kind of heavier music. I mean, obviously remaining true to who they are, but definitely you know heavy sort of hard, I guess hard rock direction. I'd say.
Yeah, and I want to say this too. There is a band that I wish I could see live because I've seen all their live videos. It's Papa Roach.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
want to see Papa so bad because I've been a fan since day one, and I've seen all their live videos, and they're old as fuck now, but they're all looking good. They're in shape, and they're fucking putting on great shows still. And I'm like, dude, I have to see them live.
I know if I'm not mistaken, they're either recording or they have recorded a new record. I know that's in the works, so I'm excited. Again, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I've been listening to them for quite a long time. Probably not since the beginning, but definitely a long time though.
Yeah, man, their last record that came out in 2014 is a huge step up, and I'm fucking loving it. Like falling apart and gravity and stuff. Great songs.
Nice, nice. I like both of those choices a lot. My next question would be if you could assemble a dream tour, who would be on it?
Almost every single band I named on the phone.
That'd be
But if I had to name something that was kind of attainable, I would love to tour with like Suicide Silence and Whitechapel because we're heavy, they're heavy, they're like they're running the show for this genre. I would love to tour with those type of bands, but dream tour beyond that, like I said, Slipknot, fucking Korn, Linkin Park. What's up? I would tour with those dudes.
Ooh, I like that. That's an eclectic tour right there. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I like that. All right. So my next question is these last few are fun questions. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
My favorite TV show currently, because it's always changing. I watch shows. I watch a lot of reality TV. Um, I watch a lot of reality TV, and currently I'm watching this show called Dating Naked. It's fucking. It's just so much going on. Like, have you seen the show?
I've seen like commercials of the show and I'm like, Man, I was like, that's very interesting. I don't know if I'd ever want to be on it, but it seems interesting.
It it's very odd, and they have a guy and a chick, and they're naked all the time, and they're constantly going on 2 dates every episode, and they get to have a keeper at the end of each episode, and then the next one comes up, and they have two more dates, and they have a keeper. They can choose to keep the same person or take someone new they just had a date with, and at the end is who they have, or they have the choice to date each other, the two people from the start. So I think it's pretty interesting, and it's a different take on dating. Like, you get to date someone naked for the first time. You can't judge them from their clothing. You can't judge them from anything but just them naked, and you have no choice but to get to know them for their personality.
I didn't really think about it like that. I felt like when I watched the trailer, I was like, this seems a little odd. I was like, but like you mentioned, it makes you think about like themselves, not as how, they are perceived. So that's a good thought. I'll definitely have to like look into it and see what my thoughts are and get back to you.
Yeah, I mean, it is worth checking out just because everyone is naked and there's a lot of ass. You get to see a lot of ass, so there's nothing wrong. A little cake never hurt nobody.
Hey, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And favorite movie?
Oh, favorite movie. Currently, The Revenant.
Nice. Okay. Cause
That was a really good fucking movie.
I actually have not seen that, but I hear a lot of my friends say that that's a good movie, so I'll have to go check it out. Obviously, it won an Oscar, so it should be good. So
Yeah, Leo is one of my favorite actors. Um, he doesn't have a ton of movies, but the ones that I've seen are favorites, like Wolf on Wall Street.
of course,
I love Titanic. The Revenant was great. Everything in between. He's fucking crazy. Especially Shutter Island, great movie. He's awesome.
I love the one movie that I love with Leonardo DiCaprio is Catch Me If You Can. That's probably like my favorite one that he's done so far.
And what's fucked up is that's one of the ones I have not seen.
Really? Wow, that one's such a
That's
great
one of
one.
the ones I have not seen. That's one of the ones I have not seen. I never had the chance. I don't, rent movies or anything. I don't have Wi-Fi, so I can't download it. It just has to be the right opportunity. As I said before, I live like deep in the country. There's nothing here.
I totally get the feeling of living in the country, dude. That's exactly where I'm at in that regard. But if I ever see you out on tour, I'll have to pick it up at like Walmart or something and give it to you so you can watch it.
My motherfucking niggas. Yeah.
No problem, no problem. I got you. And my second to last question is favorite video game.
Um, that's always changing. Um,
How about more recent favorite video game? How about that?
well, the thing is with me in games, I don't play new games. I'm like an old game guy. I play a lot of classics. Like the newest system I have is a fucking PS2.
Oh, really?
Um, dude, I fucking just love playing the old shit. Then again, like I just don't care about the new stuff. And also, it's expensive. I'm in a band, and I don't make a lot of fucking money. So all the money I get, I try to invest it back in the band.
Of
But
course.
favorite video game right now is probably a game called Legend of Dragoon on PlayStation 1. It's a classic RPG game. It's fucking great.
Nice. I like that. And I'm in the same boat in terms of like classic video games. I'm a huge Nintendo fanboy. I have
Nah,
everything. I have the 64, the Cube, GameCube, of course, the Wii, and then I just more recently last year I picked actually 2 years ago I picked up the Wii U. So, I'm all about that Nintendo life. And I hope to pick up the Super NES and the NES, when I get some more cash, you know what I'm saying?
oh, dude, I have a Super Nintendo right here.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. And my last thing is, um, tell us about your band, where they can find you at, of course, any new music, tours, events, whatever. The time's yours, man.
Sure. In Dying Arms, you can find us almost anywhere online: iTunes, Spotify, Amazon MP3, Pandora. You can go to check out our record label, Tragic Hero Records, and you can find our record easily. We have a tour coming up this fall, and I cannot announce that. And also, we are releasing a brand new music video next month, so look out for that as well. And I just tracked some vocals for a new song today, so we're busy. So if you're listening to this shit and you like the band, you have a lot to look forward to.
Nice. Well, I'm stoked. I had heard about you before, even before I met you at the show, but I was like, man, these guys are really heavy, and I was just like, I don't know if I can jive with it, and I was just like, just based off of the name, I was just like, I'll kind of pass on it. And then more recently, actually, when the Wise Man Fears, my homies, of course, I went to go see him, and I was like, ooh, in Giant Arms. So I was like, let me check these guys out. And dude, you guys are brutally heavy, but I enjoy the shit out of you. You guys put on a great live performance. You kill it up there, so I'm excited to see what you guys do. I'll definitely have to pick up the newest album when I get some more cash, which probably tomorrow or something like that. I'll definitely shoot you, definitely buy some of your stuff. And yeah, thanks for being on, man. Shout outs again to my boys in the Wise Man Fears for kind of hooking it up with me. And you're definitely a cool dude, and hopefully, I'll see you around the New Jersey, like Philly area. And yeah, thanks for being on. Thanks for taking the time. I know well, as we're recording this, it's almost 1 a.m. So I just like to thank you for being on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is the latest interview I've ever done, and it's been fun. So kudos, man. It's been a good time, and keep doing your thing, and rock and roll, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. I'll make sure to leave the links where you can find these guys at. Definitely go check them out when they hit your area. They're heavy as hell, and I love it, man. It gets you real pumped, If you love that sort of, I feel like this shit would get you pumped for the gym, you know what I mean? But
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
so definitely give these guys a listen. Orion's a badass dude. He's got them screams, so.
it's Orion, by the way.
Oh, is it Orion? Dude, I'm gonna say this. I'm so bad with names, it's not even funny. So I'm super
It's all good.
I'm super sorry for messing up, man. But again, thank you for being on. Thank you for taking the time out. I don't want to keep you, but thanks for being on the episode. Make sure to go hit that subscribe button. Go subscribe to them on YouTube. I'm almost positive they have a YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that like. And again, make sure to follow them on their social medias so you can be up to date with what they do. And I would like to thank Orion for being on, man. Thank you for taking the time out. I always over thank everybody, but I really appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me, and let's do it again sometime.
Absolutely. Just let me know when you're in the area, and I'll hit you up.
All right, brother.
All right, take it easy, guys. Peace.
Later.
So did you like the video? Then make sure you subscribe to Audio Addiction's channel by hitting that button right over there. Subscribe to our channel helps you stay up to speed on all of our latest content. Speaking of latest content, you can check out a recent episode from our live weekly show right down there, as well as a recent album review right over there. And you can check us out on social media right over there. So what are you waiting for? Let's talk music.